Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Komal Shekhawat and I hope you all are doing great. I create videos on how to do econometric analysis and data analysis using various softwares, namely SPSS, EViews, Stata and R. So if you are new to my channel, please click on the subscribe button and do watch the video till end. So in this video, I'm going to discuss how to test for endogeneity using EViews software. So let's get started. So first of all, you need to import your data file. So as you can see, I have imported my data file and there are total 145 observations and the time period is from 190 to 2018. So it is a panel data set. Now the question is, what is endogeneity? Endogeneity refers to a situation in which an explanatory variable is correlated with the error term. This means that the explanatory variables that are considered or that you have considered in your regression model are correlated with some random explanatory variables or some random error term which is not included as an explanatory variable in your regression model. Okay, so to test endogeneity, first of all, you need to run a regression model. So we can run fixed effects model to check for endogeneity in your regression. Okay. So you can test endogeneity for each of the independent variable that is included in your model. However, I am only referring or checking endogeneity for one variable, but you can run the same exercise for all the independent variables in your regression model. Okay. So first of all, you need to run the regression model, you need to select your variables. First, select your dependent variable followed by all the independent variables that you are considering for the regression. Okay, and then open these variables as equation, right? So you can see over here, this first one, CO2, is the dependent variable in my data set and rest four are the independent variables followed by a C for the constant. Okay, now once you have specified your equation, you need to click on panel options and you need to run fixed effect model. Okay, if you want to know how to run fixed effect model and random effect model, you can go through my video on fixed and random effects. I have attached the link for the same in the description box. Okay, so to run the fixed effect model, you need to specify specifications in the panel options. Okay, you need to select fixed. Okay, and if you want to assign some weights, you can select or you can proceed with the default option also, right? Once you have specified the panel options, you need to click on OK. So you can see these are the results for fixed effect model for this particular panel data set, right? Now click on estimate. Okay, so this was your initial regression equation. Okay, now you need to remove this dependent variable from this equation. Okay, so now the equation consists of only the independent variables. However, this first independent variable is now considered as the dependent variable in this equation specification, right? Okay, so after removing the dependent variable, you need to run the regression with all the independent variables. However, this first independent variable is now the dependent variable of your new equation estimation, right? And after specifying this, you need to click on OK. All right. So here you can see now the dependent variable is log of y, right? This was although the independent variable, but you have run this regression equation by considering this independent variable as dependent variable in the model. Okay. Now to determine the residuals, you need to click on proc. Okay. And then you need to click on make residual series, right? So this dialog box will appear in front of you and you need to rename the residual series. Okay, since The variable y was considered as the dependent variable. So you need to write over here res for the residual, then underscore and the name of the variable which has been taken as the dependent variable in this regression. Okay, so this is ln y, right? So once you have written the residual, you need to click on OK. So you will see over here in the variable list, a new variable has been generated, which is the residual of ln y, right? Now you need to again go to estimate, and in the equation specification, you need to mention your dependent variable, okay? Originally, which was the dependent variable in your regression model, so it was CO2, and you need to keep all the independent variable as it is, and you need to add over here the residual of ln y which has been generated. Okay. However, you can remove the variable ln y because ln y and residual of ln y together might generate the problem of multicollinearity in the model. Okay, so you can keep the residual variable and you can remove this ln y over here, right? So once you have specified your equation in this manner, you need to click on OK, right? So you will see over here, your dependent variable is CO2 and all the independent variables are residual of ln y squared, POP, TO and C for the constant. So these are the results for these independent variables. These are the coefficients, their standard errors, P statistics and the probability value. Right? Now how do we check for endogeneity using this process? So if this probability value of this residual variable is less than 5% level of significance, that is, if this probability value is less than 0.05, then that variable is endogenous. Okay, so this is how you can repeat the same exercise in the similar fashion for your rest of your independent variables. All right. Now there is another procedure, that is the ball test of coefficient diagnostic, which is also used to check for endogeneity in your regression model. I have already uploaded a video on coefficients diagnostic wall test. Okay, so you can refer that video. I have also attached the link for the same video in the description box. So do follow that video also. And for the wall test, if the p-value or the probability value is less than 5% level of significance, then that variable is endogenous. Okay, so the thumb rule is same in case of both. Okay, whether you are following the coefficient diagnostic wall test or whether you are following this procedure of generating the residue. Okay, so this is how you can check for endogeneity in your regression model using EViews. However, the question is, now if a variable is endogenous, how do we need to proceed with that? Okay, so see, there are various ways. Okay, either you can run a two-stage least squared model, okay, to remove endogeneity from your model, or you can prefer some robust methods like generalized methods of movement, because the fixed effect model cannot deal with the problem of endogeneity, right? So you can adopt some robust methods like generalized methods of movement, okay, or dynamic ordinary least squares model to deal with the problem of endogeneity in your regression model, right? So I hope you liked the video. Please don't forget to subscribe the channel and keep following the channel. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.